And that concludes tonight's broadcast of The Shadow. Tune in next week when we meet the mysterious doctor in the time-traveling caper. This is The Shadow for KVCR, signing off.
Hey, how you doing? You want a sexy job like this? Then come to Valley College and check out our radio program. You'll be glad you did.
It's a natural fact.
Our goal is just to tell some stories that aren't usually told, the stories of homeless people all over the country. And we're starting here at Skid Row in LA.
They call me Big Rob, and I just met some new friends, and we're down here in San Julian Park. I'm from two cities. I was born in San Francisco, but I started kindergarten here. Went back to San Francisco, did college, came back. So,
what did you study in college?
It was English, basically. I wanted to be able to read better, and the writing is just a fruit from taking the English course. I wouldn't advise anyone to be homeless, but at the same time, you see another side of the world that you would never see. That's coexisting all the time. And then you'll learn to appreciate things better or more when you get straightened out.
Guys over here, Kevin, Michael, and Vincent, they actually are involved in a Skid Row theater group.
LAPD.
Yeah, why don't you tell them about it? Go ahead.
Yeah, LAPD stands for Los Angeles Poverty Department. We're a Skid Row-based theater group. Been around the world, but it's a really powerful group because we work in impacted communities. And
what's the impact you've seen on people?
I can talk about the impact it had on me.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Because I'm a recovering addict. Well, I ain't gonna break your hand and never. You do that yourself. I'm a former criminal defense attorney, and I smoked up my law license down here in Skid Row. Subsequently, I needed a forum and a venue for my activism, and the Los Angeles Poverty Department has afforded me that on a broader stage with a wider constituency. The mass media does drive-by, so they see me 6.5 years ago, him however many years ago. But the Informal Recovery Fellowship that has thrived down here in spite of police turning the other cheek to the massive amounts of drug dealing and things like that. This is my buddy Michael Blaze.
I came to invite you upstairs to the Skid Row Photography Club before you go.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
That's right. And me and
He's known me since high school. Just Blaze.
Yeah, we went to high. Turns out we went to high school in New York together.
Incidentally, my name is Blaze, and this is the Skid Row Photography Club, and I have invited you here. I don't know you.
My name is Jennifer Cherie Campbell. Coming to Los Angeles to Skid Row, I was in recovery from an 8-year drug cleansing. I saw people on the streets with needles, with glass pipes, with marijuana, with wine bottles, like there were a license for you to do this. I became enthralled by this action and wanted to get me some dope. I thought I was in the New Jack City on the West Coast. I became involved in using heroin. I had never used a needle before, but I learned to use a needle. What was so amazing, no, I ain't gonna tell you that. Now about a book, can't tell you everything. But, the lifestyle that is experienced down here on Skid Row will cause you to desire no longer to take a bath, no longer to eat, just sit around and decrease your mentality by getting high. And that's what I did. I could take $5, $10 and shoot heroin and smoke crack cocaine, and by George, look, there's another $5 because money is not a hard substance to acquire. And as I got higher, I got smaller. And what I didn't realize is that my mind was decreasing also. Things that used to make sense didn't make sense anymore. For one thing, I decided that it might be fun to sleep out on the sidewalk. And I decided to sleep out on the sidewalk. And I found out that you could sleep in a cardboard box and it felt like a mattress, so I wanted to try it, and it became a way of life for me. And I saw how I began to lose my mind on Skid Row. But I found it. Because after 6 years of being out here abusing myself more than anyone else abusing me, I cried out and asked God to help me. I said, Lord, I'm tired. Take this off of me. I don't care how you do it, Lord, just don't let it hurt. And 2 days later, I was sitting behind a dumpster over by the police station smoking crack, and here came 20 police and they gave me a case for a $1 sale of crack cocaine. And I've been clean ever since. That's it.
You can't heat the roots of a tree and not heat the tree. You can't heat your origin and not end up hating yourself. You can't hate Africa and not hate yourself.
Ta honte, de qui ta honte, c'est ta couleur ou bien le teint, dis-moi pourquoi ta honte. Et tes cheveux, tu joues les blondes, c'est comme ce footballeur sur le terrain, sa coupe blonde. J'ai vu des sœurs changer de peau, du noir au vire au jaune avec des taches sur la peau. Le truc est sale, en plus ça pue, c'est comme Michael, à moins que ça tu trouves ça beau. C'est ta nature, vilaine caricature, le ridicule ne t'atteint plus, il en devient seconde nature. Papa c'est pas beau, tu sais pas mais c'est pas beau. Tu suis comme tout le monde dans le troupeau, pourtant c'est pas beau.